Let's bring in Tom Beccaro. He's an attorney and the former chairman of the California Republican Party. Hey, Tom, it's good to see you. Good morning to you.
Great to see you.
So first of all, how are things? How are things for you? Are you hiding in your home? Are you staying in your home? As National Weather Service people warn people, don't leave, don't go anywhere, stay in your houses, don't drive.
Well, truth be told, I'm spending the holidays in New Jersey at my in-laws, but my home,
No, you're nowhere near. Okay.
My neighbors have told me in the Bay Area that it didn't come as bad as they suspected. My daughter lives in Santa Barbara. It didn't come, it's raining a lot there, but not bad as expected. On the other hand, Los Angeles and San Bernardino County and that whole area have been hit very hard.
Yeah, along with the snow up in the mountains as well. And, you know, Santa Barbara, I'm glad to hear about Santa Barbara because I grew up in Ventura County. But up in the hills, you have those arroyos and things could go south real quick. Well, let me ask you this. So following the debacle, you know, of the wildfires in the Pacific Palisades region nearly a year ago, and I was out there covering that. I think it was January 3rd, or around the first of the year I was out there. How much pressure right now is Governor Newsom feeling to really steer California residents through, you know, this particular weather crisis?
I think an immense a lot of pressure because regardless of the cause of that fire, which he blamed, of course, on climate change, the fire occurred. These storms have occurred. If you remember the supply chain crisis with the ships off of Long Beach occurred during COVID. Mm-hmm. These are circumstances that came around, and the question is, how does he manage the response? He didn't manage the response of the supply chain crisis at all. It has done miserable with regard to the fires because we know that almost no homes have been built whatsoever. There's like only a couple underway or one that is finished. Now the question is, can he bring people together to create a consensus on the best way to deal with this? That is his weakness. He has no skills to bring people together to resolve things. The supply chain crisis and the Palisades fire proved that. And since he's running for president, he needs to demonstrate he can do that.
Yeah, and that was a great point. I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that the supply chain crisis and the buildup of those ships offshore. I remember that. And talking about, to your point, Newsom, of course, is the presumptive, right now anyway, front runner for the Democratic nomination for president in 2028. He's already been going to some of these, you know, various states, seemingly campaigning, and people are watching very closely to evaluate how he responds to this particular crisis. I want to get your thoughts on this because here's what a recent opinion piece had to say about him. I'll read some of this. It says that there's plenty of material in Newsom's nearly 3 decades-long political career for legitimate criticism, and he tends toward over-the-top braggadocio about his accomplishments and amnesia about his failures. I mean, that sounds like a lot of politicians, frankly. But it goes on to read that, however, his most virulent critics take nuggets of fact, including those having nothing to do with Newsom, and pump them up to depict him as an agent of corruption and incompetence, end quote. So what do you make of those points in this particular article?
Well, here's the reality. He was mayor of San Francisco. There's 3 hard jobs in the world: mayor, governor, and president, because the buck stops with you. He promised to stop homelessness when he was mayor, and it only got much worse. When he became governor in 2008, in the 2018 election, started in 2019, he inherited a lot of bad problems. Number one, poverty, worst business environment for startups, things like that. But things have not gotten better. So when a politician takes over, I liken it to a relief pitcher when the starting pitcher did a bad job. You wanted the job to be a relief pitcher. You can't complain about the guy before you. He tends to deflect and blame Trump, but the reality is poverty remains worst in the country in California. The business environment is bad. We all know people are leaving. Crime is bad, all these things. So the answer is he hasn't been able to improve things, and he has a record of not even working with his own party.
Great points, Tom Beccaro. Glad we got you on. Thanks so much. Enjoy Jersey, my former stomping grounds there. And not only Merry Christmas, post-Merry Christmas, but also Happy New Year to you if I don't have a chance to talk to you.